afternoon, everybody. My name is Oliver Westmoreland. I am an ISC registered Level 3 Immigration Advisor and Senior Immigration Lawyer at GSN Immigration. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon so you can continue to watch our extremely interesting videos about UK visa and immigration advice. Today's topic is eVisas. This is a rather broad topic. I'm going to try and give a very broad overview. Mr. Shah may have some questions. In fact, I'm sure he will. All these physical documents you have, biometric residence permits, vignettes in your passport, they're going to die by 31st December 2024. You may have noticed your BPR plastic card document has an expiry date of 2024. It doesn't mean it's going to die in a legal sense, but it's going to die in a physical way. After, from 1st of January 2025, visas are all going to be online, like the rest of the world. The whole world is going internet-y. This is no exception. Your physical document no longer has meaning or status after 31st of December 2024. Home Office has allowed people to apply for their eVisa. eVisa, it's just something that exists on a website, not physically. A virtual document. Home Office has allowed people to now apply for their eVisa. You must apply either before your eVisa expires or before 31st of December 2024. This is not a totally new thing. Anyone who's applied under the e-settlement scheme has done this already. You have already applied for an e-visa. You already had to set up an account with the Home Office. You need to put the various things in. You needed to have access to a smartphone. Not necessarily your smartphone, but you need to have access to a smartphone. You need to have a mobile phone number. It's not a totally new thing, but from 31st of December and before then, everyone's going to need to make the change. If you don't make the change, you're in big trouble. You're not have a proper status. You don't have a presence online, which, of course, is so important. A couple of small points. If you apply for your eVisa successfully, and you probably will, you apply for your eVisa successfully before your BRP expires, keep your physical BRP with you when you travel abroad. If you don't, maybe this could be a problem, possibly, who knows. Once your BRP has actually expired, keep it anyway, because Home Office says you might need it one day. We don't know why, but that's what they say. You must update the Home Office about your eVisa account, make any important changes like your address, your not your age, but your address, your contact details, and so on and so forth. It's all pretty straightforward and simple, but it hasn't happened. We only know what the Home Office tell us. I think, Mr. Shah, you have a lot of questions you want to ask me about this rather sort of broad and vague topic.
Yes, thank you very much for touching this topic today. It's very important for everyone in the UK who has a BPR card, and they must change it as per the deadline you mentioned. Rather than some question, I want to have a sort of discussion with you on this. We would like to tell our viewers that if they hold a status under the EU settlement scheme, it could be a pre-settled status or it could be a settled status. They are not required to apply for an e-visa.
Well, they already hold one pretty much, except they're not now.
Exactly, because they were not issued with BPR cards, and the status is an online status which they have obtained.
Right. So these people are already used to the system pretty much.
Exactly. The way the Home Office says it's going to work for people for international travels, for example, is when they are boarding a plane, the airlines are supposed to scan their passports.
Yes.
And they're going to get some sort of message from the Home Office, is that right?
Well, put it this way. When I said you should have access to a smartphone, true in a way, but not exactly complete true in every situation. The account is linked to passport. Every passport, as you know, has a unique reference number. If you're boarding an airline now, they should be able to link your passport number with your UK online account. Shouldn't be any problem. But I mean, you know, it's like everything. It should be, but we don't. It hasn't really happened yet.
Exactly. And the Home Office has said that it's going to be under 1 second, that communication between the airline and the Home Office.
Well, inshallah, we can hope.
Inshallah. And in case they cannot correspond, Home Office has mentioned that they have a dedicated helpline for the companies, carriers, which is available 24/7 for their staff to call the Home Office.
Yes.
And
but during the middle of the night as well.
During the middle of the night as well, apparently.
Unusual, but you know, good.
Exactly. We would say it would be helpful for people to be able to call into the Home Office call center if possible. However, no such arrangement has been made for people.
Yeah,
for
can
public.
I just say something? The passport unique number relates to the account. It shouldn't be a problem in the vast majority of cases. I can't see it's going to be a problem in the vast majority of cases. Maybe something strange or funny could happen. Maybe someone has more than one passport or something. I would imagine, intuitively, 99% of the time, this sort of thing is not going to be a problem because your passport unique number relates to your Home Office account. I think problems should be rare. I would have thought.
You are right. This is absolutely correct. So most people shouldn't really experience any problem at all.
No.
And in case of any issues, the Home Office has said, they're going to make themselves available
Yes.
to look into any specific cases.
I also say Home Office have presented this whole new scheme. I'm sure they are very eager to make it work properly. Like with the EU settlement scheme, they were very eager to make it work properly, which generally pretty much they did. I would say, being hopelessly optimistic, I think the Home Office are going to be very eager to make the scheme work properly. Because if it doesn't work properly, lots and lots of people can run extremely bad problems, aren't they?
True.
They can't prove. It's like another Windrush scandal. They can't prove their status. They can't board an airliner somewhere else. I think Home Office are going to be very eager to make this scheme work properly. That's my prediction.
You are right. And they have tested this as well, and they feel confident that the system is going to work well. It's just a small percentage of people, of course, who may not be used to using smartphones and internet. They will need help.
Even if they might need help, but really the smartphone thing is a bit of a distraction. You can use your friend's smartphone. You can use any smartphone. Any smartphone can get into the system. Home Office have got smartphones and stuff. Airlines have got smartphones and stuff. Some people are not as good as technology as other people. Some people are not into smartphones, and we shouldn't forget people like this. But really, the system can cater for everyone as long as they have an online account created. All they have to do is log into somebody's smartphone, either the government or the airlines. But it looks a bit scary to some people. But so I don't know how to do smartphones, but it should work for everyone. I would say pretty much.
Yeah, you're right. We are hoping and praying for the best. Otherwise, if things go wrong, then there could be so many issues to be resolved.
Well, EU settlement scheme, things went wrong, but in a small minority of cases. Most cases were dealt with properly and efficiently and effectively.
Yep, and we hope for the same this time. And I would like to thank you for today's vlog.
I would like to thank you for having me here in your office.
You're very welcome. And we see you in the next one.
See you next time.